All right, welcome back to the Rider Balance Challenge. I hope you've had a wonderful day, or you've had your coffee in the beginning of your day. Today we are going to be talking about the Passade. Now, there's a difference between the Passade, and Passage. So if you're a dressage person just like I am, you know what a Passage is. It is a lifting gait. It is kind of like the trot, so it is a 2-beat gait, but the horse lifts and then moves forward. Very different than the piaffe, but the Passage is that way. But we're not going to be covering that today. We'll be doing that in a later video, but we are going to see we're going to talk about the difference between the Passade and Passade. The Passade is kind of like a leg yield to one side or the other, but the horse is bent opposite the direction that you're going. A lot of people do this on accident, but there is no leg yielding in classical dressage. But if you straighten the horse out in the Passade, I'm sure you can get a good leg yield that direction. The Passade is when the horse is at a halt and they're getting ready, they're moving onto the back. You can start this at the piaffe first, and then the piaffe will collect the horse to rise into the levade. Or you can start this at a school halt, which is my preference. So you do the school halt, you have the horse move back, and then the horse moves up. We'll talk about that later in a later video, but the difference between the levade and the Passade is the angle at which the horse rises. But we'll also talk about that later. So, Passade. So the Passade is when your horse is bent this way and then going that way. So you can start this from a turn on the forehand. So the turn on the forehand is when the forehand stays still and the hind legs move in a circle around the forehand. So we're at a halt, and we are going to bounce straight up and down, of course, and then use this leg only. So we do not want to use this leg. We're just going to let this leg rest. With this leg, we are going to apply that behind the girth, and then lean this part of your seat slightly to the inside, and then look this direction. So the horse will pivot. So you're going to apply your leg and then release after the movement has completed with the one step. So one step, leg apply, then release. So apply, then release. Whoa. So apply and then release, apply and then release until the horse has gone half circle. So going this other direction, we're going to lean slightly. We're going to look at that direction, this leg behind the girth, apply, release, apply, whoa. I'm still working on that balance, but apply, release, apply, release. To get that movement to go into a Passade, we're going to allow the horse to move forward a little bit. So forward motion with the turn on the forehand will turn into a sideways movement. So you're riding, you're going to halt, you're going to apply the inside rein, you're going to look that direction, apply your leg, and then allow the horse to move forward a little bit, and the horse will bend this direction and move that way. You're going to allow the horse to move in a large circle. The hind legs will move in a larger circle than the forehand. And then the other direction. We lean slightly in, we use this leg, we use this rein, and then allow the horse to move forward slightly at an angle. You can see this used a lot in bullfighting. So you'll see the horse's head go this direction, the horse is looking at the bull, and then it will move out of the way. And then the horse is looking at the bull, and it will move out of the way. Bullfighting is not a sport that I really approve of, but for an example, that's what you see. When you're just starting them, you can teach them to do a Passade very easily. because that's one of the natural things that happens when a horse is pitched off balance slightly. A lot of people do this on accident. But when I want to get a forward movement from the one leg without clenching down on them or trying to kick them forward with both legs, they at least have an out that they can move quickly to the side. I will do that on both sides when I am teaching the horse to move forward, and then straighten them out, and then apply my other leg and move them forward. I have seen success with this, so thank you for joining me for the Rider Balance Challenge, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.